Fantastic. We're here.
Yay! Oh, hopefully we've made it. Hopefully you can hear us. We just had a few technical, technology issues with our audio, but hopefully you're all okay. And thank you for hanging on and waiting for us.
Nothing like the last second things go wrong.
It's all my fault. It was all my fault.
No, it happens. It happens. We figured it out. We figured it out in the end. So, hello and welcome, everyone. We are here for another live with Pip and Alisa. Pip, whoop, my hands around the wrong way.
Yeah.
Pip. So I'll let Pip introduce herself. Considering that she's got control of everything tonight, so I better let Pip go first.
Hi, my name is Pip Todman. I run the Queen Pip cards for all your stamping needs and the card making know-how membership for all your learning needs. And I am so happy that we have teamed up yet again. This is the third time we've done this, I think.
Yeah.
So this is our third joint session. So it was Alisa's idea. So I'm very glad that she asked me whether we wanted to do this. So Alisa, introduce yourself as well for all my watchers who don't know you perhaps.
My name is Alisa Tilsner and I am in country South Australia, and I don't have a nice big introduction that's not big, but I don't have a spiel like Pip does. I'm going to have to get myself one because that just rolls off your tongue so beautifully, and I need something like that too.
You do. You really, really do.
I do.
It just makes it so much easier. There's not that kind of blank gap about what we do, but we know what we do. We do card making and we do lovely stamping stuff, and we're going to do more of it today, although less stamping today, more die cutting today.
Yes, exactly. Now I have to sort of flip backwards and forwards because I don't get to see comments on my screen, so I have to go into another page to see all the comments. So hello to everyone.
We have so many joining us already, which is fantastic. So thank you so much. Oh no, Marlene's got us on her big screen again.
No! she sussed it out last time, and it's like,
she did.
Created a monster.
Yeah, she did. And just in case you can't tell from my accent, because some people do get me confused occasionally with people from around the world, I'm from the UK. So if you're tuning in from the UK or Europe, then I'm your girl for anything Stampin' Up related. And if you're in from Australia, then Alisa is your girl for everything Stampin' Up related. Yep. So
anywhere else, we have friends. We have connections.
We have friends.
So exactly. If you're from other markets, then we have connections.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you're dialing in and you're coming in, that's an old-fashioned term, isn't it? But if you're coming in from North America, then we can help you. We have lots of friends and contacts who we love to support and who give great customer service. That's the thing. I never recommend anyone who doesn't give great customer service.
We can hook you up, don't you worry.
We can. We're in the nose. So today we are. What are we doing today?
We are playing. We were both enamored by the back of the catalogue. It's not often you turn the catalogue over and go, oh my goodness,
better than the front. Better than the front, I think.
Oh, it's so much better than the front of the catalogue. They should have had that on the front of the catalogue.
I think so. Yeah.
So and a lot of these, like there's some of the daisy die cuts in there. Which I don't own, but these other flowers are all from the Paper Florist die, which is a standalone die. It doesn't have a stamp set that goes with it. It's a standalone die, and I think you could very easily miss it in the catalogue.
I think a lot of people missed it. Loads of people have missed it from like we've been chatting in my team, and lots and lots of people were like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know that was there because it's hidden away. So let's tell everybody where it is, just so that we can work that out. So if you go to the die section, there's lots of dies that are not linked to any specific bundle. So they're not linked to a stamp set, for example, like the cracker and treat box and all that kind of stuff. And you can find these petal, what they call Paper Florists.
Paper, oh, there they are. Is that it?
Paper Florist, right here. Here we go. This is page 165. So if you've got a catalogue, they're on page 165. And, you know, I'm going to be honest.
You would miss it.
it doesn't really sell it to me in the catalogue like that, looking like that. The good thing is they all go through the mini, which is another selling point for it. You know, it's a good thing. They all go through the mini stamping, cut and emboss, so you don't necessarily need your big machine with you. And it comes like this with two sets. It's huge.
It's very big.
And what else do we like about this,
Alisa? I loved when I first, because I thought I better die cut some stuff beforehand. I'm actually going to organize myself. That's as far as I got with my organizing. But what I loved is that this die here is all in one. So you can cut out, so that's two flowers, like you'll layer them together. But that's two flowers, boom, just then and there, done like that. And the other ones are like it as well. So these ones match. These ones here, they just, and even your circles, you insert like your flowery things, they're joined together. So all you have to do is one pass through, and you're not going to, you know,
it's endlessly cutting.
Yeah, endlessly cutting, because you want to make a bouquet of flowers.
Exactly. This little fella here, he cuts 4 centers in one, which is super cute. And they've got 2 of these. So these two here are the same center as well. So you've got multiples, you've got linked, and then you've got extra bits as well, which are just fabulous. It's just a great set. I'm going to be adding some leaves.
And this one here is like you spiral, you like roll it up into a thing, and then that you spread the little thingies out and it becomes like stamen. That's a really good explanation, isn't it? You roll it up and spread the little things out.
Spread it out. Yeah, that seems fair to me. Roll it up, spread it out. It looks like a flower. There you go. That's all you need.
Stick it in the middle. It'll be stamen.
I think one of the things that's nice is you can actually make biologically correct flowers. That's all I'm going to say. So you can make flowers that are actually correct. So I know that you can go out and you can see you know, you can make roses, but there's loads of other flowers that people have said, oh, that's a so-and-so and that's a so-and-so. So you can make them correct if you want to, or like me, you just stick them together and go with what works.
Exactly. I did not know that. So
yeah, but if you're a gardener and a stamper, then or a card maker, then you might go, oh, that's really nice. We can do that.
Yeah.
So now see, we've done completely different things. I love that already we've done completely different things, because
we don't connect during, or we didn't this time. We didn't connect during the week and go, what are you doing? What are you doing? So we are completely whatever we bring to the table is what we bring. And I can tell you now, I don't put a lot of thought into what I'm actually going to do. I did a bit of prep. I did plan. If you saw my Facebook page, I did show you my color combo that I was going to do.
Oh, clever! I didn't do that.
I did share. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm just going to go run and grab a drink. So I'm just going to let you, because I can feel my throat seizing up. So
no worries. So I'm sharing here some of the stuff I've cut. Now let me share with you some of the stuff I've already put together, so that you can start to see. So I started off with the very simple daisies, 2 different sizes of daisies, and you can see that I've done these in petal pink and lemon lolly. Don't they look great? Oh, let's go to our other hand view. Hold on, let's do this one. There we go, and then we're just that tad bigger. Here we go. So that's as big as we can get our hands, sadly, but so I've done some daisies like this because I think I love a daisy. And you know, we don't have the punch anymore, so it's good that we've got a little replacement for that. And then I did create a very big rose, and I've now decided, having created a rose, that is
that's pretty,
way too big to put on a card. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's a bit big, so we'll be putting that on something else. And then I really love, they've got some of these like really weird looking flowers. Like they're not even petals. Okay, so these are cute, they're not even. So I just did exactly what Alissa's doing, and popped them up, gave them a bit of texture with my bone folder, and just added some melon mambo little tiny centers. to create myself those flowers. So we're going to be making something with those.
Cute.
Cute. And then I just did a bit of colouring, and I'll show you how I did my colouring to make these flowers. And again, giving them depth and, you know, just mixing and matching really.
Come on, Tombo. Be my friend.
So whilst you're doing all of that, I also cut a huge amount of inners, like tiny little inners, because you know you never know when you're going to need an inner, is my view.
You never know when you just want to add a flower to your card.
Exactly. And then I can just go and I can take that and pop it on a flower, and there you go, or even use it on its own. But my first card is actually a bit weird. I say it's a bit weird. I really wanted to do something which was white on white. So I'm going to start with white on white, and we'll go from there.
So are you assembling flowers, or you've already assembled all of yours?
No, I've decided for this one, let's just put a bit more light on this subject. There we go, that's a bit better. So for this one, I'm taking the die cut pieces that came out of this. I did a whole sheet of cutting out these flowers.
Wow.
And then I'm going to use these to create a pattern, white on white pattern in the background of my cardstock here. So I'm just layering them out so I know that I've got enough space and which ones fit where, just sort of randomly, and then I'll glue them down. Starting from the middle, because it's always good to start from the middle, I find.
It's almost like a faux embossing, isn't it?
Exactly. That was my thought.
So I've glued mine, but I haven't put them, like I've offset them ever so slightly. I haven't put them like directly, when I explain myself, I haven't put them directly opposite each other like that. I've just sort of left them with a little bit of a space in between. I
like that. I like that a lot.
So I can tell I'm going to get extremely sticky. I'm trying to be friends with this glue again. I'm trying to be, and it's just
just a nice sharp tap on the table helps.
We have a love-hate relationship with liquid glue.
Oh, do we? Okay. I think that needs to be a smaller piece. Let's see.
All right.
A small piece here that'll fit in there nice. There we go.
And then my little one. So that was super cute. So I am using Petal Pink.
Nice.
Petal Pink and Calypso Coral for my inserts. And then I've pulled out Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight for my stems and leaves. I know, which isn't green, but
cool. No, I like that.
Whatever.
It doesn't have to be green, does it?
We can do whatever we like.
We can do anything, can't we? So I'm just finishing off, sort of working out where all these are going to go. Kind of roughly like that. So yeah. So I'm just going to start. So I will have a love relationship with my Tombow because I love it.
Sorry. It doesn't like me for some reason.
You just have to be nice to it.
I try to be nice. Okay, so these little buddy things, you pop your flowers behind them and they become like a little flower bud. Like that. Super cute.
Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they?
So pop your glue on behind and then stick your little buds in. So I think there's three different sizes of the buds.
Yes, I think they kind of go as a.
There are only two sizes.
You just cut them out as a set of three, don't you?
Yep. So I do fiddly little suckers.
They are a little fiddly. I think you need patience and time when you're working with this set. That's definitely one of the things I found. And a silicone mat is really handy because you will get glue places. My entire desk is a silicone mat at the moment, so that's okay. But if you haven't got one, I suggest you get the little silicone mat that we sell, because it's really handy
Good
for,
idea.
you know, getting any of those glue bits sorted. You don't have to worry so much about them sticking out and sticking over the edge. Oops. Okay. That one just happened to be half a flower that I'd cut already, so that's handy. And then this one is going to come in here. That one's down, that one's down. These are all down, I think. Yeah.
Sweet flowers.
Try and find out which one's not down.
Okay.
Anyone done this before? As Alisa said, like faux embossing, you're just laying stuff on top of the thing to get an image. It's probably quite difficult for you to see what it's going to look like at the moment, but it is coming, I assure you. It's getting there.
Oh.
So,
you almost need to pull out the tweezers, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, tweezers are good.
Don't think I need these. Now, I'm not sure whether I need to die cut any others, because I haven't really got that far. I just thought, oh, I'll use these colours and I'll use them. But that's as far as I got, as in, I don't know what layout's going to happen.
Beautiful.
And we were going to say, I should have called this the Welcome to the Pip Made Me Buy It show, because I haven't even opened these yet. Look, first opening. Pip made me buy it.
What's this? I don't even know. Oh, the nested. Yes, I love those. Well, that's. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry I made you buy those, because they're great. They're great.
I don't think I'm going to be very sorry either. So I'm thinking about using a fair bit of white as well, actually. And then I thought about using one of these. Oh, guys. Oh,
I know getting them out for the first time is tricky.
Oh, do you know what I was going to do? I just had a thought of what I was going to do, but now I've missed the opportunity and I've forgotten. I was going to emboss my flowers.
Oh, that would have been nice.
With the embossing folder before I glued them together, but I forgot.
Oh, that would have been good. But then when you use the bone folder, they might have flattened out a bit.
Oh, they're pretty flat now. They're pretty. I didn't
Oh,
put too much.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't.
And I thought it would be interesting to see what they would look like with a bit of texture. But anyway, I think I'm going to put this on my card, and I think I'm going to have a sentiment over here. And then I was thinking to put these around my, hey, that leaf goes, all right, so we've got both leaves go in the same direction, so they're both going to curve in the same way. So oops, hang on a minute, alert, my flower bud's falling off.
Do you like Alisa's designing process? Where she basically just talks to herself. Do you like that?
Very different. Like, I just pretend that, the die is my card, and it's sort of, I can figure things out. Look, I might not even use all of these flowers, to tell you the truth, because
you might have 2 cards worth there.
Yeah, exactly. I might have way too much. Like, I might just end up with that. If you can imagine. Yeah. You can imagine that might be it. So I don't know. But anyway, now that I've got something in my head, I can actually start planning.
Now you've got it there, you can start going. Yeah, I do that too. I lay things out on my desk and work out what's going to go where and how it's going to look, and if I like it, and if I don't like it, we start again. So, I completely understand that method.
Oh no, now Kay's got us on the big screen as well.
Oh no. What is it with you girls with big screens?
And Nola says we are both different as cheese and chalk, and she thinks that is great.
Yeah, that is good. We are different. Yeah, and that's the whole point of bringing us both together, is that we do different things. I like that. I like that
very much.
Share those with you guys. So yeah, thanks, Nola. Okay, so I'm just finishing off this. So what I've done here is I've taken the entire. Why has my phone gone really weird? There we go. That's a bit better. My lighting, honestly, come on.
Oh, I know lighting is just the bane of my existence.
You know what someone said to me? Is put your torch on.
Put your torch on.
Yeah, it won't go on that because the light is, it won't work, you see. I didn't think it might, but anyway. So, oh no, what have I done?
Oh, we've disappeared completely.
We've
as long as you
it.
don't lose your volume.
Yeah, no, exactly. Let's try not to. Let's try not to. What's happening there?
Hold, please.
Oh no,
oh, good. Kay says now that she can craft along with us. What did you miss, Bobby? We are playing with the Paper Florist Dies, and we are in design process at the moment. Right, and Pip's trying to work out how to get her camera back on. And I'm trying to fix my hair because my part's gone all skewy. I can hear me talking.
I know. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get it off, but I can't. Go away.
Oh,
there we go. I've got to leave and come back in again. Dearie me.
I know.
I don't know what I pressed there, but I pressed some button. I tell you, technology is not our friend today, right?
Oh my gosh.
Really not our friend today.
No, it is not. It is not our friend. And I'll tell you what, it should be our friend.
Because we use it a lot.
I'm going to do a fair bit of white. I think I'm going to do really thin layers. Thin layers for me.
Oh goodness, I can't even see my screen, Alisa. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Oh, we have drama today, guys. Right.
It happens, doesn't it? Doesn't want to be.
Why is it doing that?
It's okay. We've still got ladies joining us. Hello, if you are just coming in. Pip's just having some little issues, so she is getting herself organised.
Somehow I turned my brightness off. Don't ask me how I did that. So I couldn't see anything on the screen.
Oh
dear. Right, let's close that. Start all this over again. It's a good job there's two of us. See?
Exactly, because if there was just the one, you would all be going, and people probably have to go. Oh, I have to stop now. So we can continue. We can continue on. So I am just getting all my layering bits and working out what I'm going to die cut. I'm using a lot of white. I'm going to use a lot of white as well. And where do we put all this stuff? Oh my goodness. You'd think having a massive big table, you'd find plenty of places to stick things, but now you will all be pleased to know. Look at this. I don't know whether you joined us last week, but look at that. I had to break into my new plates. Because I had to, because if you didn't know the story, I have been pushing this for years and years. Well, I've been pushing it for a very long time. And it got to the point where it now will no longer go in. It won't go in. And it got stuck in my machine. And then my son come in and he goes, I could take it out to the shed and just slice the edge of it off for you, and you can keep using it if you want. And I'm like, I think it's time. I think it's done. Alyssa. He was going to snap it in half, and I'm like, no.
I'm just going to keep that, put it on the wall. So I'm back. So hopefully you can see now what I've done here. So I've basically just cut the 4-petal flower. It comes in 2 sizes. And then I've just cut them all out of white and layered them all over my card. So it's like a background, but it's made out of die-cut pieces. And I'm just trimming off the edges so that it's flat, like so. Now, you will get loads of little sticky bits of petals left over. So I suggest you pick them up and throw them straight in the recycling, because you can't really do much with those, to be fair. And it stops you getting too sticky on your mat. So there we go. So that's my that's like my first layer basically. So now I'm going to start building up like Alisa with everything else that needs to go on it. So labels, obviously. Let's do
and
labels.
if you need a Pip made me buy it, these are the Nested Essentials dies, and I think that if you do get them, I think you will love them, because I've only die cut one thing out so far, but which is this shape here, and I can tell you, I think I'm going to be loving it.
I think you're going to be loving it. I agree. I think they're gorgeous. But I think I've got a white one, but I think I need something. Ooh, steady on, sorry. I need something from my coloured stash. So
all right, I've got to get my big machine in now that I've used my little...
These are die cut from the oh, there we go. That looks quite nice. No, can't use that. It's an old colour. Ah! See, it looked good, but it's an old colour. I'm going to have to cut something new, I think. I keep so many bits and pieces in my stash, but half of them have retired now. That's the problem. Oh, what's it? Ah, there we go. That's
Carol would like to know, what weight of paper or card do you make the flowers from?
Oh, that's a very good question. So I'm just using normal Stampin' Up card. So just the normal basic white, the thin.
Yeah, and I've used coloured, so
just the normal coloured.
Just the normal, the all.
And I think our white is something like 216 GSM,
yeah,
and our coloured is about the same. For some reason, it's the same, but it feels different, and it's just how they squish it in the machine. So
pressed a little bit further down to make it smooth.
Yeah, they do something with the fibers and it just flattens it all out. But yeah, so it's just our standard Stampin' Up cardstock, but it's our cardstock is a good weight. It has a good weight to it. Okay, so I want to do this. So I've got now, this is Berry Burst, one of my favorite colors ever.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then that, like a layer on top of it, like so. Although I might turn it around. I kind of prefer it that way, I think, maybe. No, maybe not. With a Berry Burst stitched shapes circle. And then I thought we could just add the ones that are just slightly different, but still in white. Just two large and a small, kind of around the circle. And I was going to put some words on here. Actually, it might look better if they were actually the same. So what about this one? Oh, that looks quite nice. So this is the same flower as that, would you believe? So that's it flat and that's it put together like this.
Very pretty. And
then I've just added a center, and this is actually Fresh Freesia colouring, but I think the colours would go well with that. But I'm just going to have to emboss that. I'm sorry. So bear with me while I emboss something with a bit of heat embossing. Okay. I think that's the only thing that's going to work nicely on here. And I could actually, oh yeah, see. So I'm using layering leaves for my words. I love this set because it's got some great words on here. So let's do best wishes. Is that going to fit? That will fit. It'll have to. I'll then mess up the whole. Let's just do a hello.
I pulled out something fancy, but I think I don't know whether they're going to fit.
Yeah, I can tell you that layering leaves, if you've got it, they'll fit for sure. And also, what else fits? Phrases for all, and any of the charming sentiments, wonderful thoughts, those kind of things, they fit quite nicely.
Okay, here's a question I'm going to ask everyone. I asked it at my team meeting the other night. I said, how many stamps sets do you think I own?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. And do we know?
Put in the comments, how many stamp sets do you think Alisa owns?
Are we talking current, retired?
Current. Just current. Like I don't keep anything that's not current. They all off you go. I know it's really bad. So how many stamp sets do you think? Speaking of stamp sets, We are still in our 24-hour
Oh,
set
yes.
sale.
Yes.
15% discount on stamp sets, and
Including this
and
one.
it's also
And that one.
and it's also bonus days. So for every, well, in Australia, for every $90 that you spend, you'll get a coupon for $9, and in the UK, Pip, it's how much?
Every 40. Sorry, I had to go and get my embossing powder because I wasn't expecting to use it. Every £45.
£45, and you'll get
£45.
a £4. You'll get £4.50.
Because we're about double, aren't we? I mean, you're about double.
Yeah. So I know we nearly died when we came to London. So it was like, and Switzerland was even worse. Oh my goodness. Anyway, whatever. How many times do you get to go away to places like that? So not very often for me.
No, not me.
And also, if you are wanting to join either of our teams, then if you're putting stamp sets into your starter kit, they actually come off at the discounted price. So that's an even, you can get more in your starter kit. But ours in the UK, you're at lunchtime. We're at 8 p.m. now, so we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, just under 4 hours left of our sale in Australia, and New Zealand's even less. So, okay, I've got some comments. Okie dokie, Wendy said, Wendy, 4? You've seen me use more than 4 stamp sets. 40, Leanne says 150.
Wow. 150, wow.
25, current stamp 20. Gorgie was going to say hundreds. I have got 35 stamp sets. So when people say to me, have you got this? I'm like, no. Have you got this one? No.
No. We're gonna have to align our stamp sets better, I feel.
So so excuse me, because I am going to get up and look in my cupboard and see if I do have a different stamp set that I can use for that card.
That's fine. I tend to, I didn't use my buddy before I did my embossing, and now I'm regretting that because now I'm getting powder everywhere. But I just want, I think this is going to look better embossed. So we're going to do that. It's just going to be the hello. So I don't have that many stamp sets myself either, to be honest, but I probably have more than 35. I probably have maybe about 45. But again, nothing massive. I tend to make sure I have carryover. I do buy some of the online exclusives if I really like them. So like I have the new truck, for example, because we can get that here. So I'm sorry to those in the States who, although I think it's back. But, so yeah, so I have that. I'm going to just put my heat embossing on. It'll be very quick, I promise.
I'm going to try. We've switched sides there. Yep. Oh, is it Sherry or Cherie? Sherry. She's watching from the US. Now you must be at silly o'clock in the US. I know these things. All right. Will that fit in there? Do you know what? I'm going to stamp it and I'm just going to make it fit, I think.
Stamp it and make it fit. That's a good one. Right.
I've done that. We've flipped sides on our screen too.
Oh, what? How did that happen?
By the way.
I wonder how that happened. That's just weird.
Don't know. Gremlins. There's heaps of gremlins around tonight.
It's just one of those days, isn't it? Is this a special day for technology issues?
Something else went really weird. Oh, that's right. I was going to say something else went really bad for me today too. I just stepped into the shower and we ran out of gas. I had my head wet and it was like, oh man. So there's me running outside, trying to switch the gas over.
In your dressing gown.
In my dressing gown, dripping.
Dripping, yeah.
Freezing because it's winter.
Oh, honey, that's not good.
Gas hasn't been lasting us as long as it should have been lately, but I don't know what's going on with it. Now I'm going to have to trim the edges off of this because they overhang. So I just want to make sure that I am going to be stamping in the right spot. I guess it doesn't matter if I do want it centered.
I need a smaller flower. It's going to have to be a small flower up here and a small flower down here, I think. So these are going to have to go around this way. It's a shame. I was hoping I could cover up my dodgy embossing over there. Well, maybe we could go this way. That'll work, but I need 3 of them. But I'm going to do 3 little ones. So I'm going to show you how I do my colouring. So I have, everything I've got is white, completely white. And then I get my blending brushes out and I use them on my little flowers. Here's another little one. Here's another little one to create my colours. So I need pink. Here's my pink blending brush. We're going to go straight in with Berry Burst, I think, because it will be a little lighter. And I just ink up my blending brush. Oof, take out quite a lot because it's dark. I just want it light. And we're just going in all the way around the edges of the flowers. So this, you can do them obviously in cardstock, which is exactly the way that Alisa's done it, or you can just blend the edges like this, and then you can make them any colour you want.
So pretty. And
you can dual colour them and all that kind of stuff, because you can add middles and mix and match your blending as you wish. There we go. Now there are flowers that only have 4 petals, so they don't have to be joined together. So I'm going to take those 3, which are now sort of blended. It's a bit patchy blending, but it's okay. Now you can do this with your bone folder like this, or if you have your take your pick tool, your take your pick tool actually comes with a set of scoring blades. And if you get your pierce mat, you can also add some texture this way. So you can start just rubbing the edges of your flowers, and then you can get a little bit more detailed with your curling. And you can put grooves and stuff in them as well, so you can really make this outside edge curl. Now I learned all this from a customer of mine years ago. She makes the most stunning floral, I don't know, I mean, you know, everything.
Oh, phew.
Like framed work and 3D stuff, just stunning. But she used to use all the Stampin' Up punches to make all her flowers. So she would buy all the punches, and I'd be like, would you like a stamp set, Teresa? No, I just want the... And she showed me how to do, she came and did a workshop actually for me. And this gives it a nice shine as well. You'll see in a second, because I don't know if it's because it's the metal going on it rather than the bone folder going on it. Yeah. But it actually shines the card. I don't know if you can see
look at that. Yeah.
So it gets like a glossy look to it, almost like an orchidy look. It's really odd, but I think it's quite nice.
A little burnish, like when you burn tin metal and it gets that shine. Have you ever worked with tin metal?
No.
I remember doing something. I don't know whether it was at school, but you know, just the fine metal sheeting. It's like really, really fine, and it's pliable. I remember doing something like that with it and having it come up really shiny. But I don't know where I have that memory from. Oh. It'll be a mystery.
It'll come to you in the middle of the night.
Probably.
Maybe it was like one of those school trippy things, you know, where you get to do different activities and stuff.
Because we had when I lived in Kapunda, which is more country South Australia, but more Barossa, not really Barossa area, old German mining towns.
Okay.
Anyway, when we lived there, I went to school there. I did a couple of years of high school, and we had a really, really good tech studies program. And we could do all sorts of things like lead lighting and all sorts of goodness.
Yeah. Not what you get in an average school, certainly not in the UK. We're lucky to get
Look,
home economics and needlework, quite frankly.
yeah, exactly.
Woodwork was a
Not
speciality, but normally for the boys, sadly.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly not the case now. Our school didn't even offer a tech studies program. So
right, there we go. So I've done those. Sorry if I was jogging the table a little bit. I realised it was a bit joggy a bit, but so I've given those a bit of a shimmer, a bit of a shine. And now I'm going to put some centers. I told you I'd need centers. So this is how I work out what I need. I get a piece of paper, because you don't want to be putting that down on a big silicon mat, and I just chuck them all on the just chuck them all out like that and work out where I want them. So I think these ones could cope with some circles in the middle of them. Maybe.
Circulars?
Circulars in the middle of them. That might make them look quite nice, actually. Maybe some.
Having issues.
Oh, look at that. Gorgeous grape in the centre. Who doesn't love a bit of gorgeous? Oh, or melon. Is that melon mambo? Yeah, that might not work. Melon
Look at all your flower bits. Oh wow.
I know. I got a lot of flower bits. Yeah.
You have had fun.
I did have fun. And you know what? You can just run them all through at the same time. And because there's so many of them that cut at the same time, it didn't take me that long. I just spent, I don't know, an hour maybe, just chopping all hundreds and hundreds of different things out. Oh, that looks nice.
Something to do in front of the TV.
Yeah, exactly. And you just mix them up. I actually quite like that as a centre now. So I'm changing. I've got 3 of these, so we'll change that to that. Oh, this is building up now. Look at this. See, and that's how you go. You just start with one and you start picking things up. Now I need my pick tool to get the really little middle bits in.
Oh, my sentiment is too big.
Oh no. No, it's not. That's all right. What's wrong with that?
I'm hanging off the edge of my card.
How much?
Oh, about 1/2 centimetre.
It'll still fit in an envelope.
Especially if I turn it the other way. What's that? 1/2 centimetre? Oh no, it's nearly about 1 centimetre. Oh.
Okay. Have you stuck everything to your sentiment?
I've stuck. Yeah. No, I haven't stuck my flowers down, but I've stuck my sentiment on. It's okay. I will cluster them some more. I will.
Maybe move some over the other side.
No. I'll put them on dimensionals and I will overlap them.
There you go. There's always a way.
There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. We're going to make it.
I'm going to make it work. Okay. Yeah, see, it's like my thingy's not great because my hello doesn't really have a nice sort of space around it, but I'm going to make it work. That's the way we work. Right? I'm just going to make it work.
Just going to torture them until they fit.
Exactly. And then we have a few things. It was my birthday this month. Yeah, I know. So my birthday is sometime in July. I never tell anyone exactly when it is, which is great because I get random presents all the time. So I had my retreat over the weekend, and so I had people coming along with presents for me, which was just lovely. Thank you very much. I know. So I've got a couple, and funny enough, they all used Paper Florist. So I have a couple of things that I can show you that my friends have done, my customers and my teamies have done for me as presents.
You're lucky because normally being in a house of boys, they usually forget my birthday.
Oh yeah, that's not great, is it? No.
Although Craig has put it into his phone now, so he at least remembers. The other boys, the 2 boys don't. Anyway, I think it's just the male species. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
You kind of have to get over it, don't you? Sean got me a card at least, which is pretty good. He's normally really good because his birthday's in the same month. So that helps. If it's his birthday, he knows it's coming up to my birthday.
Yeah.
So, although he forgets his own birthday most of the time, but there you go. Right, let's get rid of him.
Yeah, I think that's the problem because Craig will often forget his birthday as well. I think that could. Oh, my flower! Don't.
I think that could be the issue, that the males just don't want to remember how old they are. It's like, well, it isn't going to change. You're still going to
And
be
we
that
know-
old.
And we know teenagers. They do well. They're teenagers anymore. Neither of them are in their teens anymore. So, but they got too much going on in their own lives to worry about Mum. All right, I think I'm ready for some balloons.
Margaret says her birthday's tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Nola, for your birthday wishes. Oh, now I'm getting birthday wishes from everyone. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. And you were getting loads of ideas about chopping off the leaf under the flowers so that it goes in further. There you go. That's a good one. And
oh yes, of course. It was more the hanging off the edge here that I mean, I suppose if I had done it as a landscape, then it probably would have looked completely different. But I didn't think about that before I started everything. So,
Kerry's a July birthday as well on the 9th. Oh, she got flowers. How lovely. That's nice.
It was my mummy's birthday in July as well. She was a.
Thanks, Julie. We got some lovely things. So definitely, Iniki thinks it's a great way to shape the flowers. So that's good. Somebody's learned something today. So that's always a good day when we can teach somebody something new.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm just putting my flowers up, and then it will be a question of assembling these. And then I think I'm going to need to tuck something along the side just to make it look good, really. Right, so I want this flower to be here so I can raise it up here at the back. So we'll put that on minis. Minis are always good for little flower things like this. So if I put one there, just like that, and that will allow that to sit over the edge of there. Look at that, nice. That's good. And then we can pop another one down here. So we'll pop another one down here. But yeah, one of my team did a demo of this set in our team meeting, and honestly, the whole team is now paper flower mad. So paper flowers going on all over the place, which is great. It's fantastic.
See, but what I love too is like these ones here are smaller. So there's like you can have, because when you first see it and you see on the back of the catalogue, you go, oh, but they make really big flowers. You know, you can't use them on cards. And yes, you can. I mean, you can bulk them up and you can use them for gift boxes and but you can still use them for your cards too, which I think is really pretty.
Which is kind of what we're trying to show here, isn't it? And I've just managed to get myself stuck. There we go. I think this one needs to come on here a little more and kind of overlap this one a little better. I think it might need to be actually, oh no, we could probably get it in there. There we go. And then I think I feel like I need something here. So I'm going to try for a leaf.
Yep.
So I've got the leaf dies. I can always chop it off. Now, what colour should the leaf be? Maybe white, because it's kind of a white theme. I'll try white. So let's get a little bit of white. There we go.
I don't think I've finished. Can you believe that?
You think you've finished? What? Well, that's just showing off, isn't it? I'm just going to run these through.
You've got a lot going on with your faux embossing, which is beautiful.
It's turned out okay. I'm going to just do a quick run through and attach this, and then I think I'm finished too. So that's pretty cool. So we're not doing bad. But I think there's so many options and possibilities with this set. I just think it's endless. You know, when you start to see the flowers that you can make and how they could go together. I love how you've put yours together like that. That's just brilliant. Bring that up to the screen so everyone can see that while I'm just running this through.
Here we go.
Did you emboss the back there without me realizing it?
I did. So I've put a panel of I did a layer of white, so it's got a really thin layer, so it's like only I'm starting to venture into the 1/8 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch. I'm starting to expand, because normally I was only quarters. I could only do every quarters, but now I'm venturing into 8ths. Can't do 16ths yet, but I'm getting there. And so I did emboss that. So I didn't emboss the card front because sometimes that can, because it breaks the fibers, it can sometimes make your card a little bit weak.
Yes.
So I did do a layer on top of that, and then of course I cut out my nested shape there and left that smooth.
Nice. That's
and
just
then,
lovely.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get this in.
Tiny little bit of the Misty Moonlight, but teamed it up with the Misty Moonlight ink so that those two tied together, and then the boho dots in the middle. So
I think that's fab. I think I've shoved that in enough, but it's just enough.
Oh, that's pretty, yeah.
So I'm just going to pop a little dimensional on the back of that because I think it needs to be up rather than down. So I'll just okay, that's kind of stuck there. Get it in. There we go. Get it in. Okay, so that's stuck there. Oh, let's take all this rubbish away. So now hopefully you can see. I don't know why my lighting is so rubbish.
Oh, yeah, bring it right up because I can't see I see the center of your flowers. Yeah, they are pretty.
So I did so that is the that little sort of star shapey one, and then the little tiny circular one on top. And I think you can see how shiny they are.
Yes, I was just thinking vellum would look really pretty as the center of it.
Lovely. Yeah, vellum would look great. Then I just tucked this little leaf in behind here, and I had to chop most of it off, but that's okay because you don't have to use all of it. And then that's just the
that's
flower
pretty
on white. Really random, very random pattern, but it looks good.
I like it.
That's our cards. Very different again. We're very good at going very different. Very different. I'm going to show you a couple of these boxes just so that you can see the option of what you can do. And this I'm definitely going to have some blending fun with, for sure.
Yes.
Because you can use your own, make it as your own stencil. So this was the first one. Isn't that lovely with the rose?
So there's the center that I was talking about where you roll it up and you create the thingy things.
Yeah, so it's rolled up and smushed out. And then with leaves and flowers. And then here are two of the, this again is the rose, but really open with a ruchy and an extra bit underneath.
Now tell me, do you have those pieces cut out on your table?
Yes.
Do you want to give us a quick
how this goes together?
How they go together, because I haven't played with them yet.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've got some more somewhere. Yeah, and then there's that flatter one out here. So to make the rose, let's see, how many have I got? Oh, here we go. Lovely. So to make the rose, you're going to do your colouring, whatever you want to do, and do your bit of maneuverability, and you need to work it a little bit before you start, because you need to get these bits going this way. So you're going to go under this here and then sort of over this here, as it were, and this helps give you the shape of the rose. And as I say, you can have it as open or as tightly curled. I mean, you can make them into buds with just a couple of these petals, or you can make them into those big roses. So I've got 4. I think 5 is always a good number to start with. You're going to need some on the inside as well, and I'll just join a couple and then you'll see how it goes. Okay, so once you've done your joining, your colouring, do whatever you want, you're going to need to take your glue, and I put a little dab of glue on this side, and then you bring that side over to meet it. So you bend it up like that. Okay, and then hold it. This is where you get gluey fingers. Okay, and then you can still keep that shape on that side. So you can go, as I say, as tight or as loose as you want. Just put a little bit of glue just on this side. You do need a bit of glue.
I wouldn't have had any idea. I thought that they were interlocking. So
Well,
I would have
yeah,
been like,
you can do it that
how
way
do these go
too. So
together?
you can do it like that, or you can interlock them as well,
Oh, you can.
like this. So you can glue them here. This
Ah,
gives a flatter version. So
right.
then you just sort of put them like this, and this will give you a flatter rose.
All right, and I'd be
Okay.
a slightly bigger one because you.
Yes, because you're going to go a bit further round
Yeah.
in
I
the shaping
see.
bit,
Look
like
at
so.
that.
See, so you can do several different ways, and this is where a silicone mat's handy.
Yep.
So this will take probably 4 or 5, like so. But then to do the inside pieces, because then you're going to need
Oh, yes, you have to do it the other way
the
because then.
central. I mean, you could leave it like that. If you wanted to do a flat rose, you could leave it like that and just put one of the big centers in the middle. That would work too. And then this one's just going to sort of tuck in there like that. So we'll just add a bit under here, but it needs a bit under here as well because it's going to tuck in.
And then, like the sized flowers that I've used for this card, you could always make one of them up and sit it on top of that one.
On top. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so many possibilities.
That will go in under there. So then now you've got your sort of rose center, like so.
Yep.
Then you can either start attaching these together. See that? And sort of putting these in as the middle layers. Yeah.
Yep.
Or as you say, you could just create with something like that and plonk it on the middle, and there you go. You've got another flower.
Another one.
See? So there's all kinds of ways that I mean, that would look nice, wouldn't it? That looks lovely actually with the blue.
Yes, that does.
And if you did it in yellow, it would almost be like a daffodil, but it's flat. You know what I mean? Or you could, if you wanted to, if you were like, but I need something really flat, you could just stick a center in there. And then have a flat
so many possibilities.
Yeah. And then you could put that flat on your card as a flat rose. You know, like a dogwood rose.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. So as I say, so many possibilities. But from that, and then adding the curved leaves like that, you can get that. Oops, you can get a rose that looks like that. So you can see how they made that back one, that catalogue.
Yep. There's just a 3-1 here. Yeah. So many different ways that you can do them.
And you can use the back of the catalogue as inspiration of how to put them all together. Because actually the page inside the catalogue where it shows you how to put them together, or it shows you them used, I don't think really does them justice as much as that back catalogue page does. So I would recommend.
There's a couple in this spread. There's one here and there's one here.
Yeah, they're sort of hidden around the catalogue.
Yeah, I think you
Which is why it's easy to miss them.
Oh no, that's not them, is it? That's from the kit.
Where's my plastic one?
You could get that kit and then keep adding to it because you've got all these paper dies. There's a kit. It's the wreath. The one. Oh, sorry, I'm not even.
Oh, the wreath kit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could make so many more flowers with the wreath kit with this.
I'm sure there's more scattered through here.
It's actually on page 33 that it shows what it's supposed to look like. Like it says, see in, and it's lovely. You've got a few ideas there.
Yes.
But I don't think it shows you all the possibilities that you could do with that.
No.
I think the back shows more options and possibilities. That's
for sure. And keep looking throughout the catalogue because there's another one down there. So they are sprinkled throughout as well. Oh,
like a scavenger hunt of flowers.
Here's another page with a couple of different ones.
Different
colours. So you could put the pansies with them as well. There's the pansy die if you've got them.
Yeah.
They've carried over. You could do the pansies with them as well.
Thanks, Sherry.
Very much.
Thanks, NEK. That's lovely. Elaine's hand pink waving. Okay, lovely, thank you. We got gorgeous cards from Margaret. Same from Alison. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sherry loves the white on white.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Margaret says, loves both. Very nice, Alyssa, says Nola. Pips is great too. I like that. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
So yeah, lovely. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Happy birthday. Thank you for your happy birthday wishes. And likes the colouring, says Nola. And I love both cards, says Leanne. That's fab. Thank you very much.
I went and added some more flower buds to mine.
Oh, did you couldn't resist, did you? You couldn't
No,
resist.
I was just playing with it and I thought, oh, that fits. Gonna make it fit. So.
And I don't even have any bling on mine, but you could easily add bling into the center of those flowers as well. That's, oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe I should do that, you know, because now I'm thinking.
I was almost going to ask you whether you had bling on there or not.
No, I don't have any bling, so I'm going to just put some basic rhinestone.
That'll be pretty on there. Sometimes
I think that'll be just right. Just right.
Just like diamonds.
Yeah, we love a bit of diamond. Every girl loves diamonds, right? I keep telling my husband, he hasn't got the hint yet, but you know, one day. There we go. Yeah, that finishes it off nicely. Bit of sparkle. Can't help but have a bit of sparkle.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Excellent. So if you want to buy the dies, you can find all the details in the description in my YouTube or in my Facebook. So hopefully you'll hop on over and grab some of those. I'm sure, Alyssa, you've got the same. So yeah, I think they're a great purchase, and I think you'll be using them for years to come, to be honest. I really do.
Definitely. So definitely. I'm actually doing my regular live tomorrow morning, so, and I'm thinking I haven't got anything planned. Story of my life, right?
What the heck?
So I don't even know. Normally I have an idea of what I'm going to use, and I do a cover photo with it, like this is what we'll be using, and this time I got nothing. So maybe I will continue playing with these tomorrow.
Wow, and, there you go. Yeah.
Maybe I'll play with some different flowers and different colours.
Yeah, you could do anything. I mean, seriously, you could probably do every single live from here till Christmas and come up with different things, because these would look great for Christmas roses and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, yes.
You know? Yes, you see. Thank you, Ange. Ange said, lovely cards, Alyssa and Pip and Alyssa.
Lovely.
Margaret says she wants to buy the dies, so that's cool. Yeah, lovely.
Yes,
cool. Excellent. Thank you for a great session.
Thank you for coming.
Nice.
She's got her hubby's name coming up on the screen.
Check in.
Lovely.
Elaine says she's working. Oh. We won't tell anyone. We'll keep your secret. We're keeping secret. Right.
Fantastic.
Well, guys,
okay. So next month,
August
we
already.
Will be back. I know, August already. We might have something Christmassy.
We might have something Christmassy to share. Yes, indeed.
We will have to. I think we'll have to pick a date.
Towards the end of August.
Soonish, yes, because
we'll pick a date, but it'll be.
Because for demonstrators, it's pre-order next month, so we've got to allow time for our orders to get to us, and we've got to pick something out that we both like, of course.
Indeed,
that we can play with. So we might have something new. We may have something new.
Who knows?
Maybe.
All right then, folks.
Excellent.
Thanks ever so much.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we will catch you next time. We will definitely let you know when the dates will be. Probably a Wednesday. I think that's working well for us. And but towards perhaps the end of August, just in the last half of August. So.
Yes, exactly, to give us some time, and also just because otherwise, you know, sometimes our schedules don't work out, but Wednesdays are good for both of us, I think. So that will be good. But so have a lovely month until then, although you can always catch us on our weekly lives anyway, so both of us go live weekly. So I'm on a Monday and Alyssa, you're on a Thursday, so
I'm on a Thursday.
All right, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.